After surviving the deep, dark subway system of the megacity, Dusk finds herself in yet another lab, one with an interesting layout, one section completely separated from the others. It is now that she will explore the rest. Let us see what lays in wait. Kia ora, Legionnaires, Rycon here, and welcome back to Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, where we're about to delve into the unknown, into electricity, it would seem. And I can confirm that the electricity here does not harm us. The sparks just move around Dusk. Ooh, interesting. Smoke ahead. Well then, the only thing that we can really do to assist ourselves with that is cast Air Bubble. It'll last for 9 minutes and 3 seconds, if we can indeed cast it. And there we go. So we should be able to breathe here without any trouble now. It's the only way that we can, because we can't wear our mask anymore. And we've got a grappler greeting us in the other room. Well, we really can't linger in the smoke as well, so we're gonna have to try and make this quick. Thankfully, there isn't that much of it though. We're in the clear, even more so now. Ah, it's a smoker. Well, let's just make sure that we pop you as soon as we can. That'll do, Dusk, that'll do. We have an algorithmic data analyzer over there, but we can't really do anything with that right now. Traveling with a fair bit of confidence here because we do have our electric eye up and running. So if there are any dangerous machines rolling around, we'll have a little bit of forewarning. Oh, hello, Hunter Killer. You kind of came out of nowhere there. I think you came down the staircase towards us. Dusk is handling herself just fine. Oh, and we've got Force Alarmed on. Of course we do. Let's change back to brawling. And that's a heck of a first aid kit. Yeah, we'll be taking the lot, thank you. Oh, more nasty things. Hunter Killers and ocular zombies. Dangerous stuff, but Dusk does what Dusk does. Rip and tear. Well, right now it's more like smash and sunder. And you know what? Probably take the cocaine just in case. A library. Well, that's cool. Well, I say that. I don't know if it's going to be yet, and it doesn't look like it is really. 0 books, 0 books. Well, the vending machines might have something for us though. No, they do not. Oh, here we go. This is a little bit better. A Bionic vault. Let's check the manifest first of all. Okay. Teleportation unit. Yes, please. We don't know if it's going to be in here though. It may be somewhere else. Oh, and the console shuts down. Well, when have we ever let that stop us? Let's enhance our strength and get to work. Maybe stand to the side just in case. Oh, all right. Doors open. Okay. Yeah, that's a teleportation unit. A highly experimental unit that folds space over short distances, instantly teleporting the user's body up to 25 feet in a random direction at the cost of much power. Note that prolonged or frequent use may have side effects. Random teleportation. Oh, well, we are going to take that with us. The oil generator CBM, not that useful. The cable charging one, while active, allows you to recharge bionic power when connected to a battery. We have so many ways to charge right now. Most important one being, we can use mana and even our psychic energy to charge bionics. So I think that's primarily how we're going to power things. Now, as far as bionics go right now, we just have a battery system installed. We don't actually have any storage at the moment. So we could just take a basic power storage CBM. The Mark II would be better, but this one is sterile, so we'll hold on to it for now. Another CBM, a cranial flashlight, of course. Well, that's fine. Ooh, right. This is our finale then, and we have some gnarly creatures in there. And a scientist right in front of us that Dusk is going to need to put down. We'll take those tramadols, thank you. And your drink. I'm guessing you've been killing these lab rats here. What a bastard. What else do we have in here? Hunting horror. Oh boy, yep, okay. I should have known. Our blouse got even further torn there. Yeah, okay, that's a little bit of a problem. No way we can terminate that now, right? Well, we can get around the corner to begin with, turn our light off. It's gonna be able to see us no matter frickin' what though. Dusk, let's get that rifle out. Okay, we can actually change to automatic fire with it as well. That's good. Let's just go cautiously for the moment. Peer around the corner. Okay, it's there. All right. Let's see if we can steady as it starts to get closer towards us. Here we go, Dusk. Full automatic fire, heavy arterial bleeding, very good. Let's try and steady up further. Let loose, the eye is down. This rifle, great, so good. Now, we did have our earplugs in, that's why we're able to hear totally fine right now. Oh boy, well, that was that was a scare yet again. Alright, let's reload this thing. So, there's a crack there as well. Oh boy, yeah, the second that it saw us, it was out for blood. I think we are probably going to grab that ID card. Oh boy, yeah, that's the lethal force, huh? Okay, I suppose we could just look at leaving those things in there then. Let's go wear our rifle again, and I think we are gonna have to try and get our armor back up, but our mana is quite low right now, so maybe we just try and be a little bit more cautious for the time being. Another library, I'd like to, and we're in. Okay, straight into a mutant, huh? Okay, this is fine. Let's change over to Tai Chi, see if we can strike it. And we can. You bite a chunk out of the ungulate. Mutant. Okay, we're biting again. Long time coming, Dusk. Keep chasing this thing. Tried to gore us, but we dodged to the side then. Another bite. I'm not sure how much Tai Chi we're actually using here. Keep striking, Dusk. Keep striking. It's taking quite a bit to do any damage to it at all at the moment. It is tracking currently though, so we could leave it for the time being. We've got a guide on pitching. I don't think that's actually going to help us at the moment, purely just because we're already really good at throwing because of our magical throwing knife bags that we've got. No new books for us, but hey, at least there are some books here. And these vending machines are off. Right, so we might actually just be able to smash them. Well, not with our shoulder, not right now. You know what? We're just gonna leave you to it. I'm noticing that we are actually seeing totally fine right now. So we'll probably try and leave our light off. And I think that's this level completely explored. So then, we're gonna start making our way up and out of this place. We'll still keep our eye out for anything that could be useful to us though. Looking for vaults and barracks and whatnot. Oh, hello, zombie scientist. We'll take those, thank you. And we'll be leaving that there in the cloning vat. Well, we did have prisoner containment up here. We're unable to get into it right now. I think I'm okay with that. Oh, we've got even more over here, which we have managed to get into. So we'll see if it provides anything. Yeah, nothing here. Even more prisoner containment as well. Many small slimes here. We will probably leave them in there. Oh, there's a bestial stalker in our way at the moment. Interesting. I don't remember seeing that down below, so... Oh, I guess you were just down here somewhere. Well then, let's face you. Dusk is fast right now. Ooh, a shambler, okay. Well, a thorny shambler. Gnarly. And a necroburtmer. Okay, a few more dead down here. All the previous workers charging out to meet us. There we go, Dusk. One more clambering through the window towards us as she takes it out. And the morphine? Yeah, you know we're going to be taking that with us. We'll also be drinking your soda. Ooh, okay, and we do have hydrogen on this body here. I will try and keep that in mind, as I do think that hydrogen was needed, potentially, for the CVD process. Ah, and our sight has just returned back to its normal state. I think we're probably going to go and try and cast it again. Electric Eye, that is. It's going to use most of the rest of our mana, but it does last for such a long time, and it's such a useful spell. Oh, and here we have an enchanted lab coat. Now, I didn't wear the lab coat last time, but with it being enchanted, I do wonder if it can have some kind of additional effect like the enchanted blouse that we are wearing. I'm intrigued what level that's being worn on. Okay, it's not conflicting right now. It is poor fitting, so we'd have to kind of try and refit it, but it is a magical lab coat. Interesting. And there's a greater mana potion here as well. Yeah, this was a feral thaumaturgical researcher that died in this space. You got a lot of mercury with you. We'll be taking all of that, thanks. Now, how do you go about repairing an enchanted lab coat? Cotton. Just straight up cotton. Okay, cool. Now, I guess we should have a look at our mutations, just because there's a chance that it could have applied something different to us. Nothing's jumping out at me. But yeah, mirror displacement is what we're getting from our other equipment. Well, a bestial stalk is always at least a little bit dangerous. Right now, we are dodgy and dangerous. Okay, I think this is a dangerous room, because I think that in the distance we may be seeing machines that I'm not a fan of. So we're going to turn off our light here, close that door behind us. Our sight should be good enough to actually make them out in the dark. Okay, we need to be ready to run. They're not in this room. Okay, so what do we think we are dealing with? Skitterbots. Okay, skitterbots we can manage. Okay, that's fine. Light back on. Ooh, okay, we've got a CBM in here. Integrated Multitool CBM. Very, very useful. I'm a little nervous about us screwing up the hack though, so let's maybe take some precautions in having this rifle out in our hands. Let's check the manifest. Okay, that's the only thing on this level. Okay. Oh, well, yes, that is an alarm, but it didn't alert anyone else. Alright. And hello there. Dr. Brain, an ordinary-looking scientist lost amid the carnage were it not for the bloodshot eyes, the enlarged cranium, and the fact that the zombies ignore them. Bits of paper and chemistry equipment lazily float in the air near them. Okay, so they're psychic too, so we need to really take them down. Dr. Brain stares at you. A roar fills your mind and you stagger. You are hit in the torso for 10 damage. You're dangerous. Okay. The air around Dr. Brain distorts, the air around Dr. Brain wavers, time seems to slow, and then as Dr. Brain stares at us, we feel a crushing pressure for a moment before the feeling vanishes. Now we cannot see. That's not good. But Dr. Brain is still close by at the moment. We're going to activate our scabbard, draw out our sword, and Dusk is trying to slash at Dr. Brain, but seemingly we're struggling. That's something, but we dropped our saber. Were we disarmed? Yeah, it was pulled away from us, psychically. We cannot see. But there we go. Striking out blindly, Dusk takes down this powerful psychic user. Let's get that saber back into the scabbard, and let's see what the doctor has. Tasting India. I don't think it's going to really help us out all that much. And in your wallet, nothing that gives us any more information. But that is a dangerous foe. Blade combatives. Okay, what can you teach us? Just making sure that we're alone here. Let's look at storing that. Okay, I mean, it teaches us about cutting tools and how we can practice with them. And no other books in here. Some popcorn though. Whew, alright. Even more books down here, but nothing that we want yet. A trail guide. That will tell us a little bit about the area, so be sure to grab that. As well as that industrial ID card. Okay, let's see what we've got. So that tells us mostly about areas down below, down to the south. We managed to pick up a fresh, undamaged umbrella, so we'll be retiring our old, damaged one. Well, there's kind of an almighty mess over here, so I'm not quite sure what's gone on, but we have insect samples all over the place. Something nasty came this way, and we are still yet to find the source of it. There's just blood everywhere. Oh, there's like a ledge down below. Something that was in containment on the lower level made all this mess? Right. Oh, a giant mole cricket. I wonder if you're potentially responsible. I also wonder how dangerous you are. You're kind of minding your own business, that's good. But we'll try and not anger you if we can. Oh wow, metal screeching. Yeah, this thing can do some pretty serious damage, it seems. Oh, another CBM. An internal climate control CBM. Okay. What is going on? A cranial flashlight, that's not as useful, but the internal climate one could help us out a lot. Would mean that we can, more often than not, wear whatever we want to wear. Okay, so what do we have down here? What kind of machine? Oh boy, okay, the cricket is angry. The cricket is angry. Who's hiding out in here, huh? A zapper. Okay, well, that answers that. But yeah, let's maybe try and stay away from the incredibly aggravated cricket if we can, Dusk, because it seems to be incredibly strong. Around and around we go. Yeah, let's try and go this way for now. Close that on behind us. Wow, it's making a racket. It's really trying to follow us here. We have a restaurant guide. Let's see what you have revealed for us. Wow, okay, you've revealed a lot. Many roads all around here. And, you know, confusingly enough, there are going to be many names that are reused. This is the megacity after all. There's only so many names to go around. More horns mutagen. Okay. I am tempted to take that on top of everything else that we have going on at the moment. Let's have a read of it, eh? Because we have the mutagenic primer and the mutagen there. A super concentrated primer containing refined and purified biological samples spiked with rum. It's worth a lot. You know what, Dusk? When in Rome. So we have 2 of those ongoing at the moment. We are still changing. If we so desire, we do still have more mutagenic catalyst at our disposal. Oh great, we have a bioless soldier over here that we are just going to try to entirely bypass, unless there's something amazing here, which there isn't, so we'll be just going around you for now. Well now, we've got some anesthesia here, and I believe that this is an auto dock. We have CBMs that we may be able to install here. Big may on that. Yep, operating theatre. Let's get that thing unlocked, please. Oh boy. Okay, we'll take the anesthetic there. We'll place the anesthesia kit in there. Turn off our light. Just gonna make sure that we stop concentrating on things for the moment. Okay, so let's see. Choose module to install. Okay, the failure chances are actually considerably low. The teleportation unit, there is only a 24% chance of failure. That's nuts. So, the power storage CBM, same thing with the climate control as well. I think we're going to attempt both of those. I'm going to be intrigued to see how much it does affect our max mana, but because we are a technomancer, I do imagine that it won't be affecting us as bad. And we awake, and I did actually neglect to see how much that changed, but our power storage capacity has increased by 100, and we're actually not seeing our power. No, we are. It is just up the top over here. Right now it's currently nothing, but we can change that. Electron overflow. Now that's for UPS compatible devices. Okay, so maybe not that, but it could be. But manatricity, yeah, that's the one. Convert mana into power for your bionics. Let's try it. There we go. Successfully cast. And we have 100 kilojoules of power now. And we do have the battery system as well. A battery draining attachment. Normal everyday batteries. Yeah, so we can consume power from a number of different places. Okay, let's have a look at this again. Let's actually check our radiation level while we're here. We're totally good. And a blood analysis? Okay. Antivirals, mutagen, contamination, blood thinner. We've got our common cold antibodies. And we've got the mana, mutagen, and the horns mutagen in there as well. So yeah, there's a few things. But we've analyzed our blood. Now, back to here. 8% chance of failure. Operation will take an hour. Okay, let's go under again. Oh. Well, isn't that funny? We lost weak and we are now strong again. So we went from 9 strength back up to 12. Okay, there and back again, Dusk. You feel your face, scalp, and neck stretch and change into something greater. Okay, sure. And yes, our max mana definitely has gone down a little bit there. But we now have climate control. So that means, theoretically, that we should only have to wear things that we want to wear, not for staying warm, etc. And also, I suppose it would stop us from getting too hot. Throughout your body lies a network of thermal piping, which eases the effects of high and low ambient temperatures when activated. So it's 1,000 joules to activate, to turn on and off. Let's just turn it on and we'll leave it on for the moment, just to see what that drain is like over time. Considerable, actually, quite. Let's turn that off then. Okay, but that will help us when we're dealing with extreme heat. Might not save us from burning to death, but it will make it not as bad. Okay, so if we were to try and install the teleportation unit, honestly, the integrated toolset would be really useful as well. A 20% chance of failure isn't bad, but that is still relatively high. So it is our electronic skill, I believe, and our first aid knowledge that's going to come into effect here. Healthcare, rather. Yeah, so electronics, an important skill, part of installing and managing bionic implants. And healthcare reduces the failure and complication rates of medical procedures. So I think trying to increase the two of them would be good. So let's have a look and see if we can do any reading while we're here. Probably going to get the MP3 player going just to kind of drown out some of the sounds that we're currently hearing. Okay, advanced electronics can increase our skill by a significant amount. We should be enjoying reading more than before because of Bookworm, but we can still see our focus dropping a wee bit here. Okay, reading for a long time there, we have unlocked Shocking, gaining level 4 in electronics. Good stuff. We've just had a big old meal of crackling, and now let's see where we stand after that. Okay, it's pretty much the same failure chance. It hasn't shifted at all. So then, let's have a look at healthcare. And also, maybe we should have a look at putting some bandages on ourselves. So we do have a healthcare book. Unfortunately, it isn't exactly fun for us to learn from though. In saying that, our focus doesn't seem to be getting much lower right now. And we've reached healthcare level 6. But there was something else in this log here. Yeah, your mutation abruptly ends from the lack of nutrients back to Earth now. Your body is starting to feel normal again. So we still have both of our primers in here, but we need to have more mutagen, and we're gonna. Just after we eat some more crackling. We've had a lot of calories again today. So before we do anything else, let's have a look at that mutagenic catalyst. Yes, we'll be consuming it this way. And there we go. It has been injected, warping. So we are going to see some changes there. Now, we've got our healthcare up. Let's see if it's changed. It has. It is certainly better. 18%, even that 2% can make a big difference. Getting a screwed up Bionic is not good. We are at full health right now, so the chances of outright dying from this would be slim. It did take us quite a long time to get that next level. It would take even longer to get the next. I think 18% I can live with. If it's under 20%, I think we can take that chance. So for the teleportation unit, I think we'd want to get a little bit more skill first. Integrated tool set. Let's just have a look at you. It has compact tools and a welder which runs off the user's power banks. It's got screwdriving heads, a multi-purpose knife, low power impact wrench, and a nail prying tool. So we could lose or remove many of the tools that we are currently using. I don't know if it covers soldering. It covers welding, so you would hope. I think Dusk, let's do it. Yes, and that is a successful installation. We are still asleep though, and apparently we need to eat more calories. Are you kidding me? I guess the reason why it says that, I think it's as it ticks over and it's like, oh, you've only had 0 calories to eat today. Where in reality, we've had many. Like, we've had a ridiculous amount of calories. But okay, we have our integrated multi-tool now in our hands and our forearms. Nice. So then, that should theoretically mean that we can leave quite a few of our tools behind. The crowbar being one of them means that we wouldn't be able to open manhole covers potentially. We'll see what prying it can do. We'll still want to have the scalpel, the screwdriver set, that can go for now. Honestly, I think we just get rid of everything and we just build up. Yeah, the entrenching tool we'll keep though, but everything else we are going to be leaving there. And that just gives us more carrying capacity in our bags for other things. Oh, we can actually see that they're integrated here. We can see everything that they do for us. Prying, nail prying, metal sawing, fine metal sawing, screwdriving, bolt turning, doesn't do hammering. So probably still want to have the hammer. But yes, it's going to be good for most things. Alright, and that teleportation CBM, totally something I would like us to use. I don't know how much power it's going to require, but I think we could spend a little while longer here. We still got some crackling. Our focus is actually pretty good after sleeping for as long as we did. Actually, I don't think we have anything that can help our healthcare get higher. The only thing we can do is improve our electronics, which we didn't see any change before, but it could be a threshold where it's like you need to have a little bit more than the average. This is actually fun for us to read as well. I'd be okay with us putting some more time into that, I think. Okay, and we mutate as we're reading. Heat dependent. Wow, also our dexterity and intelligence right now are very high. So heat dependent. Your muscle response is dependent on ambient temperatures. You lose 1% of your speed for every 5 or 2.8 degrees below 65 degrees Fahrenheit, or, below 18 degrees C. The sluggishness helps you conserve energy, however. So as long as we're staying warm and comfortable, we should be okay. And that may be why we're seeing such... Oh, okay, no, it was just an increase for a moment, damn. But it does help us conserve energy, so we should see stamina loss slower than before, perhaps? Oh, okay. We've mutated a positive mutation here. Dusk is no longer a prey animal, or she isn't seen as a prey animal any longer. We have animal discord. Now it says it's negative, but I guess this is better than being a prey animal. So most animals don't like you, and aggressive animals are more likely to attack you. This only applies to natural enemies or animals such as woodland creatures. I'll take it. And we've got there level 5 electronics, theoretical knowledge. And I think that's the thing. I feel like we're probably going to need practical knowledge for it to apply here. So if we have a look at our electronics, yeah, we only have a practical level of 2. Which is not great. I think trying to take things apart may help us with that. I think that's probably what we're going to want to at least try and attempt. So heading over here, let's look at this terminal. Okay, we might also learn something about electronics. There we go. I think that that's the way for us to do this. Yeah, we've nearly got practical 3. We'll see if that has the effect that we want. Hey, there we go. Practical 3. The learning bonus is pretty high on that. So let's see where that's put us. Let's see if it actually does have a effect. It doesn't seem to. Really? Installing and managing bionic implants. I mean, you would think so, yeah. I do think if we're able to push it a little bit further, actually get our skill up to 5, then we can actually see some positive effect from that. Let's just see how much we're getting from each of these deconstructions. A 5% isn't bad. Doesn't look like we'd learn anything from taking the centrifuge apart, however. Looks like it's got to be terminals. And there are more than enough terminals around here for us to work on. Yeah, as it stands, each of these we take apart, we get 5%. Now, there's other kinds of scrap and things like that on the ground that we could attempt to take apart. Spend 4 minutes on this one here. And it doesn't really seem to help us, so it's going to have to be terminals. Or electronic machinery. Oh, that's much better. Okay, I'm going to stick at this for a while. And after quite a bit of work, we've managed to get our practical electronic skill up to 4, so let's return and see how we are looking. Okay, so 22%. Still 22%. Okay, so I don't know if we're going to get better than that. Also, we only seem to be under the effect of 1 primer, which is the horns mutation now. We don't have any more of the mana one, so it's going to have to be horns for now. Let's hope that treats us well. But we're tired. It has been a long day, and this might be our last opportunity for a while to attempt to install this bionic. It is outside of the percentage chance that I was talking about earlier, but maybe we just go for it. Let's see. 22%. Let's roll the dice, Dusk. And it was successful. We're still asleep, and we probably are going to be asleep for a while yet. Or not, actually. We woke up. The machine might have woke us up. We are hungry, and unfortunately, we are out of food at the moment. So we can't linger in this lab for all that long. But we've got a freaking teleportation module installed in Dusk now. And having a look at that, it is 250 kilojoules to activate it. So we are going to need more power modules just in general to be able to utilize that, which we're not going to be able to get easily. So we're going to continue our exploration here, see what we can find, and we're going to make sure that we have some spells up, Electric Eye and Mage Armor for now. Okay, more modules? More modules. And it's just a cranial flashlight. We really don't need it. You've got to be kidding me. Air filtration system? Yes, please. Filters out toxins and airborne diseases. So it does what air bubble does for us. Although, do we need it? We have a spell. We have magic that can do what that will do. Yes, it's a convenience thing, but I don't think that's going to really enhance Dusk all that much. And the more tech we put into our body, the less innately magical we shall be. But we have been incredibly lucky here when it comes to how many CBMs we've found. Oh boy. Okay, that's an interesting one for us. Meat intolerance. Ooh, very much the opposite to her brother then. Dusk will have problems consuming meat. It is possible for her to eat it, but she'll suffer morale penalties and obtain less nutrition from it. Very interesting. And yeah, we've kind of been relying on meat. And you really do have to rely on it a fair amount more when winter arrives. So, okay. It's also a little concerning considering how many calories we have to consume. Wow, okay, we kind of got lucky there. Let's dart, and we'll just leave that corrosive bastard in there. Yeah, because yeah, okay. Well then, the feral thaumaturgical researcher screams words of magic and an eldritch bolt impacts your right leg. That it does. Let us respond with words of our own, Dusk. Namely, first of all, we're going to change to torrential channeling, and let's see if we can hit it with a mind. Look at the power. There's a 50% chance it fails. Oh, wow. Spinning around, Dusk channeling the full force of the nether, slams the researcher into the ground, killing them instantly. That is incredibly impressive. Okay, what do we have on this individual? Funnel cap chunks, leaking fine amounts of clear sap. This casts funnel cap. Okay, there's a security protocol here as well, which we have seen in the past. A whisk flower and horn moss capsules. Pure white moss capsules shaped like a goat's horn. The fine spores contained within are a powerful magical reagent and can be consumed to recover small amounts of health. It casts a healing effect. Neat. Okay, we will take that then. We'll take the other things for now as well, I think, and then we'll smash your corpse. Let's stop listening to music now, I think. And ooh, a library. That doesn't actually have anything we want. With a nice big first aid box on this Black Ops zombie. That's this level clear. Up we go. And down we go. Immediately. That is a mil-spec turret up there. Okay. So that is the top level of the lab then. Right. So we're probably going to need to drop the magic armor off so that we are as invisible as can be. Let's peek up. Okay. We can see it. It can't see us. We should be safe here. And I do believe that we should be able to cast Mind Hammer. Oh, but we need to get one step closer. I think we should be safe enough to do so. Yup, let's lash out, and we lose concentration. It is too difficult right now. Our focus is too low. Okay, so then let's go back to the extended channeling. A much higher chance to succeed. Oh, but the range is nowhere near as high. That's why we could fire so far. And speaking of firing, we could fire into the darkness and try and get it, but it's very dangerous. Another option is a fireball. How far can you fire? Oh, you certainly can fire over there. Let's hurl a fireball in the direction of that thing. Okay, it explodes. Well, the fireball does, but that's still there. Let's send another fireball out into the dark. Now, the explosion might actually not be damaging it. It could be resistant to heat, to flame. Yeah. Now our force shove, we do have a much higher range on that, and the failure chance is next to nothing. So then, do we go back to our torrential channeling and attempt to use it that way? Nah, too difficult. So it has to be extended then. For a push to work, we need to get 2 steps closer. 1, 2. Okay, we theoretically are able to see further than it can. See how this goes. Nope, it will not work. We need to actually be able to see it for the shove to work. And for Mind Hammer, we do have to be a lot closer. Okay, we haven't heard it chirp yet. There it is. We can see it now. So let's try a force shove. Okay, we have the power to send it back, but only just. If we can send it one more square back, I think we're gonna, well actually no. we should be able to make our way down here right now. Let's peek. Okay, good. This works. We'll store our fireball wand away. We're going to try and throw something at it now. We're going to activate our bag of throwing knives so that we have a throwing knife in hand. We're going to lean out and we're going to throw that thing right at it. And I have no idea if it did anything to it then. Peek out again. Okay, I mean, I don't think it did much. Let's see. I mean, they're landing right by it. Okay, here's the other plan. And this should work. Yeah, because we're way closer. With our electric eye active, let us reach out with our mind hammer and slam this thing into the ground. Yes, good. And I think that just took it out. Yup, there was a heavy thump as it dropped to the ground. It's a body bag. And in here, it sounds like we might have someone. Oh, okay, just a little man hack. All right, we'll let you keep on fluttering around in there. Ah, good. That's that dealt with. Okay, and we should be able to open the door here just fine. That's the outside. Okay, but there's no real point in us going outside just yet. Yes, I do want to try and make it to that lab, but we're already tired, so sleeping is going to be the best thing that we can do. So, let's see, where is our nearest bed? Just... Yep. I was going to say just over this way a little, to the west. But we've got a caustic zombie. Yeah. That reflected right off our torso, though. Damn, that's impressive. It's got to be our armor doing a little bit of work for us. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We have other places we can go. And yeah, we could just go straight for that. But corrosive acid, I don't like to play around with. And plus, we've got some really nice bedrooms right here. Some of them are just a little bit bloodier than others. This one, though, it's looking okay. Right, so before we go to sleep, let's just have a look and check in with Dusk. Oh, the Horn's mutagen is out of her system as well. We do need to have something in there, so I think we are going to go back to that. There we go. Consumed. And it's time to rest. Legionnaires, we have the return of Big Dusk. Right now, we're famished and we're underweight. And you might ask, Rycon, how is that possible? Yes, you only consumed under 5,000 calories yesterday. We consumed we ate nearly an entire dragon with nearly 40,000 calories over the previous 2 days, yet somehow we are underweight and we are famished. And that is because we are very tall. Very tall. You are significantly taller than the general population. This leaves you with high blood pressure, a big appetite, and some minor health concerns, but you can carry a bit more than normal. Dusk is 227 centimeters tall. That's 7'5". 7'5". Dusk is 7'5". Ah, okay. We are very tall indeed. Yeah, okay, I don't think we're gonna fit in cars anymore. Right. Well, we are still changing at the moment. Let's see, we also picked up tough feet as a mutation. The bottoms of your feet are tough and accustomed to going barefoot. You receive no movement penalty for not wearing shoes, which is good because we are already not wearing shoes because of our bark. So, yeah. Okay, well... So we've got to eat a lot more, but we can't eat meat. That is incredibly rough. I hope that changes. I don't know if it will. Oh boy. Well, we are going to have to do some harvesting while we're out and about. It is early morning at the moment. I think if we're quick, we might be able to get this to kind of work out for us. We are just going to have to try and get back to the surface ASAP. 7'5". That is unreal. Okay, all right. We are out in the world, and we can actually see a bit of the lab here. Yeah, there's some kind of destructive forces at work there. Okay, so we are going to be heading over this way, through the meadow, into the science lab, but maybe we want to make a quick little stop in at this apple orchard. Looking at this now, we have 3 apple orchards all around here. We could harvest a fair amount. Sorry, I've just also seen something strange over here. Amigo structure. I just haven't seen it as that symbol before. That also has given me a thought. Something that I haven't searched for on the map are temples or strange temples. And we don't have any, or at least none nearby. Okay, well then, we are going to be heading north, up and in the direction of this apple orchard. We could also swing by the magic meadow that's up here. It does look like there's a number of dead out in the woods. Yeah, I think we're going to go there first. Let's start making our way, although we do need to keep in mind that the sun is rising. By the time it gets to around about, I think, 8, we'll probably want to have our umbrella out. For now, we're going to go and turn on auto-harvesting, because we want to be grabbing as much as we can. Mushrooms, sure, but berries more than anything. Dragon nails? Knife-sharp thorns from a dragon nail bush. Eating them raw would be a dangerous challenge. Okay, it's used for making a number of different potions. Clairvoyance, Eagle Sight, Potion of Escape. I'd really like to get into making some more potions in time. Oh, okay. Antlion? Where? Oh, right here. That's some larvae. Okay, maybe we just keep moving out of the way for now. And occasionally we are just going to stop to gorge ourselves on berries. Oh, and a Shadow Raptor. Well, hello there. Okay, we've got Tai Chi active, and yep, that's gone. Okay, we're already full up on berries, so we're just going to gather everything else that we can. We are going to have to really, really overeat. And I guess we could kind of start doing that right now by using our gluttonous consumption. There you are. Okay. Oh, okay, we've got a zombie predator out here and some runners who are trying really hard to hit that aphid, and they're kind of failing miserably. Well, we'll leave them alone for the time. Oh boy, and we have arrived at the Magic Meadow, which is right next to someone's house, I think. Yup, indeed. So, what do we have around here? Palms, glowing mushrooms, and of course, huge mana crystals. And vine beasts, apparently. And hulking horrors. So this is a good source for crystallized mana if and when we need it. Right this second, we don't. Because that's a lot. That's a lot going on down there. We don't really want to get involved in that. So the apples in this orchard, I don't think are ready for harvest at all. So we're not going to hang around there for long. It's umbrella time. Let's get that out and change on over to Force Unarmed. We're still just munching away on our berries. And we are full. Once again, we're just going to be eating just as much as we possibly can. And geez, there's a lot of wrestling going on at the moment. There we go, Dusk. Chocolate bars. We'll take them with us. And this is the meadow that we saw. So it's all just grasses. It's very pretty. Oh, the portal ahead of us, less so. Give that a wide berth. And here we have the lab. Swipe our ID. Okay. And because we swiped our ID, no turrets. Oh, hello. A skitterbot right away. Okay. More than one skitterbot. Let's just leave that closed for now and put the umbrella away. We're going to cast a few other spells here. Electric Eye, our Mage Armor, of course, and our trusty Stormfist. And we'll get up a few of our electrokinetic powers as well. That certainly helps. Let's take down the lot, Dusk. Right, so this terminal here will give us greater sight, so we're definitely going to be picking that up. And then for the rest of the lab here, I'm going to be just kind of keeping to the highlights. But looking at the map, looks like it's mostly residential over this side here. And there's nothing super special jumping out at me yet. So down we go. And we've got another operating theater here. What do we have on the other side? Battery system. Okay, all right. Well, we know that we can do operations here should we have the opportunity to do so. And we might have another one down here potentially, just because of the concentration of mechanoid folk. No, just skitterbots. Well, that's okay. Ooh, Bionic Vault. Yes, please. Let's not mess this up. Let's check the manifest first. EMP projector? Yeah, that's definitely tempting. Everything else is kind of, the metabolic interchange would kill us. And I'm not sure how the integrated multimeter could help us. Still, let's just see if we can get it open. Nope, that's a shock. That is unfortunate. I'd like to try again though. Okay, second time seems to almost always be the charm. So EMP projector, a ranged EMP, well that's even better. It's a ranged EMP generator system that is implanted in the user's right arm and hand. The system fires precise, single-targeted pulses that require time to aim. Extremely effective against electronic targets, but mostly useless otherwise. Okay, yet again, is this something that we need? Because we've seen we do have really good ways of dealing with machines, specifically because we can sense them from really far away. We can then use Mindhammer to mess them up big time. The LED tattoo, it just displays pictures and stuff like that. It's just like a little light source. Doesn't really seem to do much for us at all. The multimeter allows the user to measure voltage, resistance, and current using their fingertips. Provides slight protection against electrical shocks. We kinda already have that. So I think we're good. Yeah, and the rest, not what we need. Ooh, that's a bit of a problem. Okay, got some fungal mess on the floors here. Oh boy, another Biolus soldier. We're gonna close that door immediately, and you're probably gonna get through that. Yep, you already have, huh? Okay. You know what I'm going to cast on you? We are going to cast Gun. Get ready. Here we go. Steady up, Dusk. The darts reflect off of her torso. We are still set to fire automatic, I believe, and it does nothing. Absolutely nothing. Well, that is definitely concerning. Alright, we're going to need some telekinetic force then, maybe. We're going to push, slam them against the wall. That did help. Acid is on the floor. And surprisingly enough, we're kind of doing okay. Let's drop the rifle. We're going to activate our scabbard, drawing out the cavalry saber, and the cavalry saber does its work. Let's not smash the corpse. What am I doing? We have a memory card here, and okay, that's that. Time for more gluttonous consumption as well. Or, yep, just big old fungal mess throughout there. So we could go with air bubble, but there's still a risk that we get exposed to fungal nastiness. Oh, we feel the cold. We need the warmth of a fire. Okay, that's probably less the heat dependency and more the pyromania. Because, yeah, we are at a comfortable temperature right now. What? There is a massive amount of gear on this lashing zombie. Yeah, night vision goggles would be fun, but ain't fitting over these horns. Well, we're going to take the medical equipment that we can, and we're certainly going to be, well, can we? We can eat some of the entrees that are here. We're going to get in as much as we can, avoiding the meat where possible. Are you kidding me? More horns mutagen. I feel like we are being guided somewhat by the Cataclysm. I still can't get over the fact that Dusk is 7'5". Of all the mutations we've experienced thus far, that's gotta be one of the wildest. Okay, that's this floor cleared. Down we go. Oh, your body tries to mutate, but it lacks a primer. Wow, we ran through that really, really quickly. Okay, luckily we picked up some more. Horns time. Well, that's a little alarming. Something clearly broke out of here and opened doors. Don't know what has the strength and the intelligence to do that, but that's maybe how this was also destroyed. Okay. Tyrant mutagen. Oh, now we're talking. An extremely rare mutagen cocktail. It smells like blood and is a green goop with blood red streaks. Wonderful. Maybe that might help us with the whole meat intolerance thing. We could go with the two of them for the moment. Why not? Down the hatch, Dusk. It's time for change. Yeah, I'm kind of, what could it be? Well, I think I can hear it. What is that? Swirl of fog. Yeah, okay. Okay. I really am unsure as to what is going on right now. We've got hunting horrors over here. We have a star vampire. Originally invisible, you can now see the thick coiling tentacles tipped with rather flat maws that make up this creature. The central body is dominated by an enormous mouth from which emerges a near constant, high-pitched tittering. And that seems to be attacking everything else that is here. What is causing this psychedelic swirl of fog? I really do not know. And I am concerned about us going into that. Regenerating abomination. Yeah, oh, this is, never have I seen this. The Hounds of Tindalos. grotesque dog-like beast. Its frame is angular and emaciated. Its head is like that of an abyssal fish. This is a nasty, nasty thing that moves between worlds. And something tore its way through here and through many other things. There was a zombie master here. Oh, a flaming eye. It was more than likely a flaming eye. There's a broken mech lifter there. Interesting. There must be a portal here. There's got to be something going on in that space. We're just going to kind of let them go at it for a moment while we explore up and in this direction. More tyrant mutagen. Okay. Yeah, there's a theme to this lab. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, that was a lot. So, that was the eye that did that. There was some kind of telekinetic beam something. No, actually, I think it threw this. I think it threw the hound all the way through the wall. I think it impacted, oh no, our parabolan blouse is ripped, and I think it may be destroyed. Looks like the flaming eye is planning to do something especially nasty to you. Better watch out. A piercing beam of light bursts forth. We managed to dodge somewhat. Okay, and this isn't completely trashed? Maybe. We need to move, and quick. Okay, so I think this fog is coming from the hounds. Yeah, okay. So we're going to wait here for a moment. Is this safe for us to be in? I'm hoping. We block nearly all the damage with our bracer of lesser defense. Are we going to be able to kill you at all? I mean, we're certainly trying. We're blocking damage, we're punching. Let's attempt to use the saber here. We may have a better chance. Yep, we certainly do. A far, far better chance. Slashing away at it, we are starting to get through its defenses. Okay, and another one has just got through. We're going to try and see if we can finish off the first here. Damn it, the breaches have been ripped as well. Okay, one of them just melted away. There was a very, very, very loud sound. And I think it was that. I think it was probably the flaming eye. Spinning around, Dusk slices at an unseen hunter. Okay, that doesn't help. We need to move. We need to move fast. Drop the blade, get that wand out, and activate. Okay, that is a big explosion radius that we are looking at there. Dusk, let it loose. Woo, okay. And we feel a surge of euphoria, yet that flaming eye still stands. We send another fireball hurtling into the space. 58 damage yet again. Another follows it. The eye is, well, it's not on fire yet, but it's certainly hurting. We fire again. 58 damage. We're nearly there. Thick, foul fog everywhere. Another explosion, and the eye dies. Okay, the wand goes away, the saber goes to hand, and the door is closed. I am not entirely sure what we were experiencing back there. It is not like anything Dusk has experienced thus far, but, well, since when is that new? It's going to take a little while before Dusk is used to this new towering form of hers. Will it give her extended reach? Well, maybe not entirely yet, but it is going to make her a force to be reckoned with. And she's going to need that force because this lab seems to be more than we bargained for. So please do join me in the next as we continue our expedition here, as we perhaps find the source of this psychedelic fog. For now, I ask you all, if you enjoyed today's episode, please consider leaving a comment or a like to let me know if you enjoyed the show. As for now, I have been Rycon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay tuned.